Alright, for this video, I'm gonna need to preheat the oven. We're making turkey burger sliders. Stay tuned and you'll get to see the whole recipe. It's really simple and easy. I know you guys are gonna enjoy this. I just wanted to show off the ingredients first. So I'm using not too lean of a turkey, but it's 85% lean. And it's gonna be in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes. And I rinsed out this pan here. I think it's easier to use a disposable pan for this because the meat and everything. I already prepped some peppers, so I'm just gonna dice these up a little smaller and saute them for a topping. We're gonna have bacon, crispy bacon on top, so I'm gonna cook that on the stove top as well. I'm gonna put the rest of my garlic salt. We have some all-purpose seasoning here that's like kind of smoky, that tastes good, and garlic pepper as well. So it's gonna be garlicky, peppery, a little salty and smoky. And I'm just gonna use the rest of the barbecue sauce here because I think it'll make it taste better as well. On the top, we're gonna have cheese and some fresh tomatoes that I'm gonna slice up. And we both like onions, so I'm gonna cut up the rest of this onion and I'm gonna cook it on the stove top, and we're gonna have it as a topping as well. So sauteed peppers and onions, crispy bacon, cold tomatoes, and we got some lettuce in the fridge as well, if she wants anything. So it's gonna be really delicious. The bread that I have, it's right here. So I just went to the store and just got some store-made bread. And this is the Hawaiian Rolls type. So it should be sweet. It's really nice and soft and buttery. Let me see if this fits. Okay, perfect. So it fits in the pan, so that means the meat, I'm just gonna, well, I'll show you what it looks like in a second. I'm gonna put the meat in the pan though, so that we can cut it up later. All right, this is gonna be easy, guys. Just wanted to show you how much seasoning I'm adding. I'm gonna mix this all together. So yeah, smoky, probably a little bit more smoky. Garlic salt. This one doesn't have any salt in it. This is just pepper and garlic. And then barbecue sauce. And when you're mixing ground meat, try not to over mix it because it's gonna make it a little tough. So I'm just trying to press the seasonings in, pick it up, turn it over, and my gloves are really cheap. So the gloves are falling apart. But I'm doing this for y'all, for the YouTube world. We need some flavor. It looks like I added a lot of salt, but it's gonna mix in and cook down, so that's how it should be. It should be nice and flavorful. Don't be scared of flavor, y'all. Kind of like a meatloaf. There's some unmixed pieces down there, so I just wanted to show you how easy this is, and I'm gonna press it into the pan in a second and I'll show you what it looks like in the pan. So off camera, I was able to get some of the barbecue sauce out of the container and I added it to the meat mix while I was mixing it up with my hands. I took off that glove now because I'm done, and I'm gonna still wash my hands after I put this in the oven. But this is what it looks like. I flattened it as much as I could and I pressed some little divots in there so that it doesn't shrink up so much. So it's still gonna shrink up, but now while this is baking, I'm gonna cut up my vegetables and start cooking my bacon so that when this is done, I can put the toppings on for you guys. All right, see you soon. So here we have our onions and bell peppers that I'm gonna put on top of the meat once it's ready. We have the bread. I cut it in half, and I put half of it in the pan already with a little bit of cheese on top. And I did spray the baking pan with a little bit of Pam spray just to keep it from sticking once it's done. So, because we are gonna bake everything together once the meat comes out. It's gonna be really good. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I burnt my veggies, but it's still gonna be good, so we're gonna eat it. I'm just letting you know, sometimes stuff happens. I've been waiting on this timer to go off. We got 15 minutes for the turkey to come out, and please don't open the oven to check on it because you're gonna let out all the steam. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on a paper towel because it has some of the bacon fat. I just want to cook it in the bacon fat for flavor, but I'm gonna drain it on a paper towel, so it'll be all right. The meat now, as you can see, it shrunk up a couple of inches going in. So if you have a bigger pan, you can use a bigger pan for this, and it might come out better. I'm just hoping that it fits, so I'll be right back. It kind of leaves a gap, so I'm gonna cut it into 4 pieces and spread it out a little bit so the corners can be filled. And I know that the sandwiches are going to be cut, so I'm just going to cut the meat up a little bit, even though that just adds an extra step. You shouldn't have to cut it at this point, but I just want to spread it out on the sides. So that's what I'm going to do so that we can all have, you know, meat in every bite. So I cut the meat into 4 sections so that it goes to the edges. I put cheese, the peppers and onions, the bacon. So I'm just going to slap this bread right on top. And I have a bonus here. I made butter. So this is just butter and parsley to make it look pretty. And it's slightly melted, so I'm just gonna put that on the top. I'm not gonna put this in the oven that long. I just want the tops to get crispy, the bottom to get crispy. Basically, I just want the bread to firm up a little bit because we're gonna have this as leftovers, and if you cook the bread, it'll make these last longer too, and it'll melt the cheese, get everything together. Oh yeah, I put a little bit of garlic powder, not salt, but just some garlic powder in here. So there's parsley and garlic powder, and you know, just put some butter on it because it'll help it not dry out too on the top. Oh yeah, there's a piece of burnt onion, so I tried to take out some of the burnt pieces. But I'm gonna show you guys when it's done. I like butter, so if you don't like butter, then I mean, you could try to bake it dry, maybe cover it up so it doesn't get burnt if you don't want to put butter, because it might get burnt if you don't. So I'm just trying to make sure every step has flavor, so these are going to come out really good. And this is my first time making them like this, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. I just be making stuff up. There's some similar videos on YouTube, so I was already gonna do this anyway. I don't know, I'm pretty much running out of places to put butter, so I'm gonna put these back in the oven. I left the oven on the same temperature, 375. This will probably just take 10 minutes. I'll see you guys when it's actually done. I'm excited. So let me see if I can get the side. It's bacon, cheese, peppers, butter. Alright, so I started to smell the bread and it's perfect. So I cut me off a corner here. And here it is. I'm gonna open it up. Got bacon and cheese. We can add some fresh tomato. It's a nice piece of meat here. I would taste it for you, but it's really hot. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes and I can come back later with reviews if you like. But yes, it's beautiful. I mean, you know, for a slider. A little parsley's coming off, so I don't know if that was a good idea. I mean, maybe just do plain butter if y'all don't like parsley. I don't think it really did anything. Maybe sesame seeds would be good to add. But the bread is still soft and moist on the inside, and the outside is crispy, and it's not sticking since I sprayed it with a little bit of Pam. So I'm really happy, like, yay. That's so good. Not good for you, but delicious. So I just wanted to let you know that this is really delicious. It's not dry. I don't know how. I was kind of scared because it's turkey, but you could try this with beef or pork. Ooh, ground pork would be really good. So yeah, just try it your way, you guys, and you can make a video too and post it on YouTube as well. This is amazing. It's easy to do. I highly recommend this. I'll do this again. Bye. See y'all next time.